So, good morning, YouTube. Or afternoon, one of the two. We're out in just between Cochrane and Canmore, and I decided to do my review on my bike today. And it's going to be kind of a twisty one. I'm going to kind of compare the two between the 2015 and the 2012. I have another video of that, so I'll put that up there at some point. So, the review I'm doing today is a Triumph StreetTriple 675. It's just a regular one. It's a 2015. Is absolutely awesome. I've had it for the last 4 months now. I've been riding it ever since. I'm absolutely loving it. It's a great bike. I'll probably show like kind of pictures of when I didn't have everything on it. But yeah. So this bike performs really well. I love it. It corners beautifully. It's completely different from my Ninja 300. I mean, it's like crazy. So what I've added to the bike is the aero exhaust. It's just a slip-on. It's not the complete up and back. I've also added the little pegs you use for lifting the bike up in the back. They're anodized in red. I put the Tidy Tuck license plate illuminator. And I've put the bar end mirrors plus the front light cowling, which helps out a lot, especially in the whole wind factor. It actually helps out a lot. Things I will be doing to it are the lights and the shorty levers. Just because they are a lot better, and then I can get a better position out of them. But yeah, so the pegs I got on the back, and the Tidy Tuck, I can't remember the name of it, but you have to adjust your rear spring or your rear shock, because unfortunately it does this if it's on the lowest setting, where it bends the crap out of it and wears it out. But it looks really clean and really good compared to having it all the way the frick back here. But as you can see, I've been wearing my tires nicely. They're Pirelli Rosas or Corazza. I believe Vac told me that's Italian. I think it was the Italian. Yeah, I think it was Italian. And it means fast. I think that's what he meant. I don't know. If you're watching this, let me know, because I can't remember. But the aero exhaust, I went with it because it sounds a little better. It's really nice. It's not too loud, not too aggressive. It's just right. And it really helps out because it's a lot lighter than the stock exhaust. The stock exhaust is like 12 pounds. So, I mean, there's like, 12 pounds gone, right? The reason I did the end mirrors is because the original stock ones look like shit. They look like bunny rabbit ear kind of thing, like they look really weird. They make the bike kind of offset. I've also put the black belly pan, or yeah, basically black belly pan, on it as well. Just because it kind of looks better with the with a little bit of the extra black in it. I mean, I could have gone all black, but I kind of went with the Diablo red, just because it kind of looks nicer. It makes it gives it a little bit more character, and not as many people have the red one. I don't think. Everybody either has the black one or the white one or the greeny kind of nasty looking green, which I think Triumph, you should definitely come out with just the army green one, which would look so much better. really, it would. But Triumph was really cool. It's the first time I've ever dealt with Triumph, or a more foreign English bike and not Japanese bike. So it's really nice, and it's really surprising because a lot of things I thought were wrong with it were completely normal for it. So it's kind of a learning process right at the moment. It's really a really great setup, you know. It was really easy to put this little cowling on it. You just basically pop out your screen, take the original back panel off of this, unplug it, and then re-unplug it in, slip it on, and basically just screw it down. And there you go, you're pretty much done. And then you just mount the lights back on and everything. But I will be changing out the lights to a bulb light, like the old style, like on the StreetTriples. And the cool thing about this one is it has your gas gauge and the time and your gear indicator, which the 2012, 2013, and just the 2012, 2010, 2012, 2013. They're the only ones without the gas gauge. No, they have the gas gauge, just not the gear indicator. Which is like a big upgrade, which helps out a lot. This is not the R in any way. It doesn't have the adjustable front shocks or the different set of brake drums on it. I mean the disc brake system. They've extended the rear air arm. They've given it a little bit more length. If you've been riding a StreetTriple for a while, you probably understand this quite well. That you can pop a wheelie really quickly, like really quickly. Like I noticed that with the 2012 to this one. This one gives you a little bit more confidence in throttle response. To, you know, like throttle the tire, you know, like your horsepower to the ground is not just gonna, you know, lift you up and take you all over the place, right? So what they did is they just extended the rear bar, and it helps out a lot. When I took the 2012 out, it was a big downside to not having that bar there, because I just didn't know, and I catwalked it a few times there. Brought the front out. So comparison between the two, I say the 2015 is overall better. It has a longer first gear as well in the 2015s. The 2012 to 2014 did not have it. They just brought it out. So if anybody's got one or is going to get a new bike, the Triumph StreetTriple is actually really good, especially for people who are, you know, not sure of, you know, what they want weight-wise and stuff like that. And they're great for like little people, you know, like really short people or short-legged people, you should say. And they're just a great bike. And that first gear really helps out because it's not really aggressive. It's really nice and smooth and just a little bit longer. So that way when you're in traffic, you don't have to shift up and everything else. You can just keep going and going and going and going. So you don't cook the engine as hard either too. It's a big difference. But yeah, I'll have to get on it here real quick. We're just kind of taking a break. We're gonna go up the road here going north. We're gonna go grab something to eat, but I'll kind of continue my review once I get back on the bike. So brief intermission. Okay, so we're back. We're back. Ooh, bump. So now that we're on riding, we're out riding now. There. So it's absolutely awesome, man. It just, this bike is absolutely great. Riding it is awesome. Like I can stick in 5th gear, man, and take all the turns I want. And when I'm in first, like I said, it's a stretched out gear, so a little bit longer, and you can just take turns like no tomorrow, man. It really helps you out a lot in turns, and it really makes the bike a lot more comfortable compared to the 2012, right? It really does. You know, it's something to get used to because it's such a different riding stance, right? It's such a big difference in riding stance from what I'm used to, right? Because now I'm up top, which I like a lot more, but I'm so used to, I got used to being lower down than you know, than this, right? This is all the way up. So like really it just attacks turns like every other bike, right? Like Gixxer, I'm riding with a Gixxer right now, right? Riding with Dan, he's got a Gixxer and he's pretty quick. He's a pretty quick little race rocket guy, right? I can keep it in the turns, barely have to drop any speed, keep the throttle pretty well evened out. So it's a phenomenally great performing bike. I am extremely impressed. I have like 4,000 kilometers on it now. So I mean, like, you know, and the tires have worn out beautifully. I love these tires, man. They're just great. They're Pirelli Coraz. Whoa, that was close. That was really close. I just touched the line. But these tires are really good. They're really, really well. They're wearing really well, like extremely well for a pair of tires on a bike. So, like, I'll probably get another set of them, no matter what, because they're actually good. They're really good, and they're really good on price. So, I'll probably keep getting them because I like them. And having that 180 size tire, man. Oh man, does that ever help out, man? You know, going from that skinny little tire to, you know, a big fat tire, man. It helps so much more in being confident in turning now. It's crazy. It is just absolutely phenomenally mind-blowing, right? Like you just freaking go and no issues. You just go, 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 go. And you just never have to worry about it. Because the bike is just, as long as you treat the bike right, you know, this bike will perform for you as well as you can ride. Like when you really want to pass a car and really get it going, you know, it'll do it, you know, it'll like just absolutely just fucking go. And like you can see me, I'm just like, boom! Like my Ninja 300 just won't have that. And the 2012, it is such a big difference. I mean, it rode just about the same, not quite the same, no. You know, the gearing's a lot different, but it's a really good difference. It's not a terrible difference, you know. It's a really comfortable difference, you know. You know, and the suspension works great, even though it doesn't have the adjustable suspension, except for the rear. I mean, you know, and it works out great. Because I swear to God, when they had it set to the low setting, and I put the rear shock up 3 notches, and it's awesome. It just goes. It helps out so much more. Oh, fuck. Did not pay attention to that turn. Whoops. That was bad. Me not paying attention. Going a little quick on the turns. But, which is the crazy thing, because, I mean, even when I go fast, I'm usually pretty good. You know, I can consider myself very impressed Fuel mileage is really good. I probably can do I think it's 300-400 kilometers, no problem on a tank of gas. And it's like, I mean, that extra little bit of, you know, room is really good. And it is so cool because it's a 17-liter tank and it's just like my Ninja, and it does just about the same amount of kilometers. Like, it really does. It's like very close. I'm extremely impressed. It rides very well. It's got a little bit of bar movement, which, I mean, you could put a steering dampener on it, and that could probably help out with a little bit of the jitter. I can actually, it's a really well balanced bike because I can jump up onto my tank and like just absolutely, you know, I can sit there and take turns on it. It's nuts, but it's really cool, and I rather enjoy it because it gives me a new experience on how good of a rider I am and how solid of a rider I am, you know. So it does come in handy when you need it. What else should I talk about the bike? Well, I mean, the screen is very visible, especially at night. It is extremely bright. It just turns on and boom, you see everything. I am 100% glad I got the 2015 and not the 2012. Well, this screen, you get to watch your fuel, how much fuel you use, how much you put on, how much you're not doing at this mount, at this speed, you know. So it really comes in handy. It's a really great tab. It kind of teaches you where to put it, how much you can save on gas, when you need it, where you need it, where you don't need it. You know, it really helps out with a lot of things, and it makes you a little bit more aware of how much gas you use, because you have to use 91 octane like all the time, like constantly all the time. And yeah, it runs better on it and everything. I've noticed these bikes run a little bit better on 92. Like, I haven't really tried anything higher than 92, but I find it runs a lot better on 92 and everything, you know. It's a lot smoother, it lasts a lot longer, that's for sure. But the cool thing about this bike is it has a really uniqueness to it, because it's a triple engine, so it has 3 cylinders instead of 4, and the torque that you get is just like it's like a 750 Gixxer, man. Like, and it's got the power, a lot more power than like a 650, you know, and like even that detuned 600. 600R or R600 or whatever, or the FC 600R. I mean, that's detuned. It's got 95 horsepower. Like, it's really low. So I mean, when you want a little bit of extra horsepower, you know, when you upgrade, this bike is absolutely the way to go, especially if you are, you know, a sports bike kind of fan, or, you know, a naked style fan, you know. You like that upright position, but you like to be able to turn the bike, you know, and take the twisties and all that stuff. I'm going to let you guys go now, instead of boring the fuck out of you. This is 40Pro Line, with his StreetTriple 675 2015. It is a phenomenally good bike. If you're looking into getting a new one or an upgrade, this is the bike to get, man. This is what I would highly recommend, because it's a very light bike. It's a very comfortable bike. It's definitely a bike you have to try out, like test ride first, because you know, you just never know until you ride it, right? You gotta really take it for a spin to really understand its character and how it rides, how it drives, and all that. So hopefully this review kind of helps everybody out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.